Hello. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, a big welcome. My name is Adegboye Faith. I talk about faith, relationship, and lifestyle from Ogun State, Nigeria. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Do well to also click the subscribe button if you are not subscribed, and also click the notification bell to get notified for new videos when they come up. Thank you. When the instruction to make this video came, it probably didn't make sense to me, and it probably will not make sense to you also until you actually really watch the video. So I want you to stick around. Also, I know that this video is basically not for everyone on this channel. It can probably be for one person or two persons that the Lord has a message for. And I know that it sounds so weird, especially the topic. I know you've seen it, why you need to start a YouTube channel as a Christian in Nigeria. And I know that there are so many questions that are on your mind regarding this topic. There are also questions that myself I have asked God, and I'm like, okay, this is something that is also debatable. Yeah, like, well, there are so many people already as a YouTuber, a faith-based YouTuber. I remember when someone messaged me on Instagram some days back, and she was looking for faith-based YouTubers, and then she found me. Glory to God. She said she could not find so many other faith-based YouTubers, and that was it. And it dropped a nudge in my heart that many of us need to rise up. I feel like many people are actually burdened already with the desire to start a YouTube channel, but this excuse here and there of, oh, many people have started, oh, people feel like, oh, it's because I just want to be like this person, that's why I want to start, and all of those excuses I gave them when I wanted to start my blog. Also, I felt like there were so many people already that have started blogging and already influencing people for Christ, even on my Facebook page and my other social media platforms. So why? And then you also think about it that there's this person, there's this person, there's two local solutions, there's here and there faith-based YouTubers, and you're like, why do you need to start? But you actually need to start because the world is changing. Basically, the devil is more into the social media space, whether you like it or not. I was with two of my friends some days back, and we're talking about how this sexual sin is everywhere. There is gay, it's already becoming a norm. Lesbianism is already becoming a norm, and then we're also not looking at it that where does this infiltrate from? Definitely from movies that we watch, and of course most of the movies now are on Netflix, on YouTube. Most of the times people do not even go to watch TVs anymore. But for example, me, I really don't watch TVs anymore. Everything I need is on YouTube. The news, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all of these things. And on the go, people are with their phones, they can check, they are all everywhere on social media, and that's where they are influenced. And that's the need for more Christian influencers on the social media space. In years to come, a lot of things will be, I feel like people have not opened their ID more to YouTube, and we have so many Facebook and Christian influencers, and I celebrate them all. I do not take their ministry for granted. But for me, I feel like there's been a lot of Facebook influencers, and people, I know a bunch of people that are not even on Facebook, that are on Instagram, that are on YouTube and Twitter, and I feel like we need to do better in infiltrating these places for Christ, because if we don't, the devil will keep, and it's supposed to be a battle between the devil and us, between the devil and us that God is using, basically you that God is using, or you that God wants to use. Basically, when you give pardon me if you hear the voices, we're in Nigeria, that's what YouTubers in Nigeria experience. When you give the excuse of, well, there are so many people already doing it, but the Bible is complete. It keeps saying that the laborers are few, the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Who will go for me? I don't know if I'm talking to you, I don't know if it is for you or not. But if you have the burden in your heart concerning influencing your corner, influencing people for Christ through the social media space, this message is coming to you to start. Did you hear me? Start. And I know that there's another thing that clouds our mind. I'm sorry to say this, if this is not to contradict any message whatsoever concerning purpose or calling, but I feel like we have, I don't want to use idolize, but let me use it in quotes, that we have idolize, oh, you're cold, you're not cold, and all of those things. And people that are even called now have the fear that, there's this scenario that happens of, if you're not called, do not go into this ministry, do not start what you cannot finish. If the Lord did not call you to start a YouTube channel, the Lord did not call you to do many things that you can think of. If the Lord did not call you to sing in the choir and all of those things, do not do it. There are so many things. It's not just about the views, it's not just about the everything about it like that. You understand what I'm saying? That has made some people to be scared. I don't know if this is probably for one person also, like I said. That has made some few people to be scared of their calling. They're like, they said that it's the only people that are called, though. Am I really called? And they doubt the calling of God upon their life. Probably you're doubting the call of God upon your life already, to start influencing people through your social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, and all of those things. Something has dropped in your spirit that you want to start Motivational Monday or Inspirational Monday, this and this, and then worship. I have a friend that does worship Wednesday. Shout out to you, Shay, really. And the Lord has dropped that into you, but you keep saying, well, they said that if you're not called, and you're just, I don't want to dwell too much on that, but if that is you, I don't want you to have so much, don't let doubts and those fears, right, be in you to cloud your judgment in starting up what God has placed in your heart. And I also want to let you know that everyone that's been called has a guide, has a principle. So it is not about there's of course there's so much difficulty, or not say difficulty, but like a challenge and all of the things that you have to go through when you're called into ministry. But as you follow the guide, you'll be fine. So don't have to fear that won't make you start. And then I was telling somebody also when I was sharing this, and I'm like, we're talking about the drama ministry and Netflix, and how so many of these Nollywood movies have, or not even Nollywood, movies in general have made sexual sin as a normality, especially the gay and the lesbianism it has become a normal thing in movies now. And we're talking about the Christian drama ministry, and the person was like, what if this person's ministry is just limited to this, and somebody has to rise up to take to go into another level this other ministry has not got into. And I feel like that's what it is. You have your audience, you have your message. Like, for example, there are so many people that have not heard of Dunsin Oyekan. As much as you have been blessed, probably Dunsin Oyekan, you have been blessed by his songs and all of that. I think I was asking my brother some days back, and like, do you know Dunsin Oyekan? I was like, who is that? So everyone has his audience. Everyone has his audience. If you have been called, you have the audience God has called you for. You have your ministries, and that's because in the Bible it says that some are given prophets, some are given pastors, some are given evangelists. Whatever you have been called to do has its office. One man cannot do this job. Hundreds of us cannot do this job. We cannot go. Our messages might not reach the people that your message will reach, and that's the point I want you to know, and that's what I want you to keep having in your mind as a mindset. And most importantly, I am more particular for the young people. I don't know, probably there are people, if you have people that are young, I know a bunch of people, but I don't know like so much that are in the YouTube space right now that are doing something for God, like young people, not married. We have so many married channels, we have faith, marriage, and lifestyle, and all those things. But rarely do we have young people that are not married, that are influencing for Christ on the YouTube space. And when I say YouTube, I know, like I said, I know people on Facebook are trying a lot. But when I say YouTube, is because we need to follow the trends. People are moving. Attention is moving away from Facebook. Attention is moving away from a lot of other. There was to go before, now there's no more to go. And I won't be. I don't think Facebook will ever be like that. But what I'm just saying is that people spend more time now watching movies and watching YouTube channels, and we need to infiltrate more on those people. I know you want to say that, well, it's very difficult to grow as a Christian influencer, especially on YouTube, because people come here majorly for movies, they come here for everywhere you see, even teens. I wish that teenagers will rise up, okay, and that other teens can watch. There's so many teens I see on YouTube right now, and all they do is just jive, just go out, have fun, and all of those things. And that is what influences other teens when they see it. And when we have Christian teens that can infiltrate this space, it helps even the ones that are coming up. You know, like I was saying, you probably feel like, well, it's very difficult to be a Christian influencer. And that's why I was asked this question: how do I deal with engagement as a Christian influencer, as a Christian YouTuber? And I tell them that when I look at, there's this thing I always, God says that we should go into the world will not come to us, right? And I always look at Tosin Alabi, Tulapo Solutions, the Yaks family, the way God is helping them, and they're influencing their corner one way or the other. The views might not be, of course, I know that their views are thousands, and that's because they have grown their channel. And we're going to talk about it, and that's why this is part of everything I'm saying. We are going to talk about how we can actually reach out to the people that are in it, because if we don't do the things that are needed to reach out to more people, our videos or our messages will be reaching probably one or two persons. I know that you say, well, if one person is touched, that's all that matters. But it's also God's desire is that we reach out to more people. And if it takes you learning the tactics in growing, in reaching more people, then you have to do it. If we have more young people on this space, there's just a level of relatability that, oh, I can watch this person and they're like, I've faced, this person is talking about something I'm facing now or something I've faced before. I hope you get the scenario I'm trying to paint. There's always this synergy that comes with your audience and you when they understand, or when they are probably in your shoes, or they are in your shoes already. And we need a lot of those people. We need men on this YouTube space that will talk about their sexuality and how they've been able to deal with it and everything that involves it. Men that will arise and talk about it. Men that other men can look up to when it comes to relatable and practical topics about, love, relationship, and all of these things. Well, the men are running away because, of course, they don't have time for talking about these things. Let's not even open their discussion, because we will not leave here today. Right, so I'm taking this upon myself. Let me just quickly say this. This is going to be a journey, and I want to take as many that are ready for this journey as Lord has laid it in my heart. I am going to be, because like I said, as much as you are going to you're doing videos and all of those videos need to reach the audience God wants it to reach. As much as we are fasting and praying that your ministry is improving and growing, you also want to do the things that are needed. You also want to learn the things that are right. You want to know SEO, that's search engine optimization. You want to know things about YouTube that can make you grow. And I'm going to take it upon myself from after this video to consistently, by the grace of God and to the glory of God, teach Christian influencers how to grow on YouTube, how we can influence more and more people. I don't know how this dream will be. It just dropped in my spirit, and I pray that the Holy Ghost takes control. The Holy Spirit takes control from here. And I know that if this is for you, please stick around. I'm going to be teaching on the right titles to use. I'll teach you the right thumbnails to use, the applications that you need to use, everything about YouTube that I have learned, because we are continuously going to be referencing people that I've learned from. And before the video starts, if you have that burden and you're having it like that, just go follow Kelechi Bemena. I think I'm right with the name. Or just click Kelechi YouTube. You will see the things you need as a YouTuber to grow. And I'm starting this also because I feel like when I was starting, it was difficult to start, to get the right information on how to grow, on how to do this as a Nigerian. That's the truth. A lot of the other YouTube videos of how to grow and all of that is more involved. They are more of the abroad people. And what works for them might not work for us. In fact, there are so many things that work for them that don't work for us, especially on this YouTube space. And then you keep looking for who he's a Nigerian YouTuber that has faced what I'm facing now, so that I can grow, so that I can learn. And I'm grateful for Kelechi Ngbemena, because almost every other YouTuber, I'm not talking about YouTube, I don't know why, almost every Nigerian YouTuber just talk about faith, relationship, and lifestyle. Well, that is, I feel like that's what the Lord has given them and all of that. And if you're not, because YouTube takes, being a YouTube teacher kind of takes you learning and learning and learning a lot of things that happens in YouTube. And as God has laid it in my heart, I'm going to take it as a point of responsibility. The onus will be on me to learn this thing, so I can teach you people, so that you can just come forward to the videos you watch, get all the information. And of course, as a Christian influencer, I'll always definitely insert encouragement and all the things that we need to get more people for Christ. As soon as I have talked about why you need to start a YouTube channel, I will still say why you need not to start a YouTube channel. If your motive is not right, if you are here as a Christian influencer for the likes, I'm not making you scared, I'm not getting you scared, and you're here for the views. Of course, naturally, we are all here for everything. There's no whatever about it. There's no, we are not pretending. We like the views, we like the likes. But if you're prioritizing those things above how much God wants to use you, or you just see it as, I will be popular, I will be famous, you'll be in the eyes of people, I'm not talking to you. Or let me say, God is not talking to you. And I would, even if you have had the burden to start a YouTube channel, I would recommend that, whether YouTube channel or anyway, you just want to influence the media for Christ, I would recommend that you listen to Apostle Jesus, someone's message, a man that God uses. The Lord will break you, he'll prune you, oh my God. And then you'll be ready for the ministry, or ready for the journey, let me put it that way. Also, as we start, I don't want to make this super long. Just know that you need a spiritual leader over you. You need a guide. That's how you can be helped not to fall into the temptation, because it will come. Whatever you're preaching about will probably be the temptation that the devil will bring towards you. These things, it's beautiful to serve God. It is beautiful to serve God. The Lord needs us. The Lord needs more people. The Lord needs more people for him in the digital space, in the media space. May we be many. May we be many. May we be many. The Lord is called upon. If you have the burden in your heart, the Lord will help us both, and we will bring this to fruition, if that's the right English. Thank you so much for watching. I pray that this develops something in the hearts of anyone that the Lord has called, or the Lord is calling you, and we get to do this together, and to the glory of his name alone. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video. Most especially, share this video to as many as you can. Thank you. Please forgive the noise. I also want to use this medium to say that I celebrate every Christian influencer on the YouTube space, the young ones especially. I have a lot of them, and I cannot be mentioning names now, but I celebrate you all. You guys are doing good. You're doing well, and we both will influence our corner for Christ. How to do it, we will work together, and this is going to be great. Trust, believe God that this will be great. Thank you so much, and bye.